Hello, everybody. I have a book haul. I have from a bunch of different places. Let me start with the ones I actually purchased. There's only three. This one I found at Dollar Tree. It's called Two Old Men and a Baby by Hendrik Rowan. It says, or how Hendrik and Everett get themselves into a jam. It's let me read this to you because I was cracking up in the store when I was reading the description. Um, Hendrik Rowan and Everett Duker, faithful friends in good times and bad, are well over 70 and enjoy weekly visits together to play chess, drink gin, and have chats. But one day, Hendrik's quiet life is rudely disturbed when Everett shows up on his doorstep with an unexpected guest, a baby. A baby Everett had taken from an unattended stroller in a moment of pure madness. Now, the two men must get the baby girl back to her parents, hopefully without being noticed. But their quiet town is swarming with bumbling police officers, befuddled officials, and nosy neighbors, and they realize that returning their accidental charge will be more difficult than expected. I think this is going to be fun. The author wrote The Secret Diary of Hendrik Rowan. Does it say where he's from? Doesn't say. It says it's been translated into over 30 languages. And Hendrik Rowan is a pseudonym. I don't know his real name. He says about his first novel, there's not one sentence that's a lie, but not every word is true. Yeah. I think this is going to be a lot of fun. Yeah. So, Dollar Tree can't pass up a good bargain. This one is about a case that I'm really interested in. This is Elliot Ness and the Mad Butcher. It's hunting America's deadliest unidentified serial killer at the dawn of modern criminology. This takes place in Cleveland, Ohio. It's the Mad Butcher of Kingsbury Run, also known as the torso murder case. Just torsos were showing up around Cleveland in this really poor part of town in the 30s. 30s? Yeah, 1934. Elliot Ness came to solve this crime, and he never did. So I'm kind of interested in this. I think it's an interesting case. I've seen some videos about it. I've read a little bit about it. I think that'll get me a little deeper into the story. That one. This one. This one I got at the Humane Society thrift store. I've been there twice now. It's in Middleport, Ohio. That's the only thing I've bought so far. They had a couple other books that I thought, meh, maybe. Not very much crafty stuff. What they had was things I wasn't interested in. So this is Knitting on the Edge. Ribs, ruffles, lace, fringes, flora, points, and picots. My sister-in-law likes to knit. I thought I would get this and it'll be an extra little something in her Christmas. It's 50 cents. It supports the Humane Society. Hey, helping the animals. Neko found this one in a dumpster. This one's going to go to my brother because it's called The Horrid Pit, The Battle of the Crater, the Civil War's Cruelest Mission. I've never heard of the Battle of the Crater. And he's really into Civil War stuff, and I've never heard him mention it. This is one of the most violent yet least known episodes of the Civil War, the daring excavation of the longest military tunnel in history, and the tragic subterranean assault on the Confederate line at the Battle of the Crater. On the morning of July 30th, 1864, in a horrific eruption of blasting powder and hard red earth, an explosion that one modern scholar has called perhaps the most powerful military detonation before Hiroshima, The Union Army mounted an attack on Petersburg, Virginia that could have ended the Civil War. What led up to that explosion was an unprecedented feat of engineering, muscle, and heart, the creation of a 500-foot-long tunnel or mine underneath the Confederate defenses. For the Union Army, it was a moment of glorious possibility. Had the massive explosion been followed up by a well-planned attack, war-ending success at the Battle of the Crater was a real possibility. And then it goes on about how that's not what happened. But sounds interesting. And he likes Civil War stuff. It's in really good shape, so I don't know if it was tossed out by mistake. I mean, there's a couple pages that got bent, but you expect that with a used book. But, I mean, there's no water damage. It's not gross. So there's that. And then at the Athens library, where I picked up this really super cute bookmark that I guess one of their patrons makes bunches of them and then brings them in to give away. I found some books. I'm always finding books. I found Nancy Drew, Mystery Stories number 11, The Clue of the Broken Locket. I'm not sure if I have this one or not, but it was the only one on their freebie cart, so I thought, let me pick that one up. And if I have it, I can always donate it somewhere else. I picked up Ancient Egypt by Shirley Jordan. It's one of the Moments in History series. I thought, I've got a bunch of Egypt stuff that I'm trying to put together to make a journal, and I thought this might have something that I can do. And then all aboard reading Ixtory, an icky, sticky history of the world, unraveling the history of mummies around the world, by Sylvia Branzai. And I thought this might be interesting. It clearly got some stuff about Egypt in here that I can put these two together. And maybe create something out of it. I've made some tags and things already. I just need to sit down and put it together. Here's a picture book called Frederick by Leo Leone, and it is a Caldecott honor book. Isn't he adorable? And it reminds me of the Aesop's fable of the grasshopper and the ants, where Frederick is this little mouse, and while all the other little mice are busy gathering food and stuff for the winter, he sits and he looks at the sun, or he looks at the flowers, or different things. And they're like, well, what are you doing? And he's like, well, I'm collecting the sunlight. I'm collecting the colors. I'm collecting words. And when it comes down to it, during the winter, they're cold, it's dark, they're bored, they're running low on food. He's able now to draw on the sunlight and the flowers and the words and create these stories to entertain the other mice. It's a really cute story. I really enjoyed it. And the artwork is adorable. I mean, yeah, it's cute. I enjoyed that one. And then there's one called Bats by Carolyn McCulloch for the Australian Museum. And it's just a little nonfiction book that geared toward really young kids. Super cute bats. I got it because of my bat collection, and I didn't have this one yet. And then I also picked up Bat Jamboree by Kathy Appelt. And this one's cute. It's a little counting book. So it's about, was it 55? 55 bats? Yeah. 55 bats put on this show. And it's a counting book. So you start with there's one bat did sang and two bats danced and three bats did something else until they make this big pyramid of bats, and on top you have what bat one who is a lady bat and she sings, and of course they had to make the pun, and I knew it was coming because um, the bat lady sang. The show won't be over till the bat lady sings. I knew the pun was coming. I mean, I knew that from like page one when they told that there was a bat gonna sing. And then went to the Pomeroy library, and I got really, really lucky. I hit a jackpot. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 cookbooks. Is that all of them? I feel like I'm missing one. Anyway, I got a stack of cookbooks. And y'all know me and my cookbooks. So we have Food Lover's Delight from Liberal Senior Center. It's got, the kind of stuff I love. I love community cookbooks, whether it's from a church or from, like, this is a senior center. Because the people who donate the recipes are not going to give you garbage recipes. Oh, look, there's a binder clip. Wonder what we're marking here. Pizza casserole, Salisbury steak. Could go either way, really. So I'm pretty excited about the whole stack, really. But it's got a really nice padded cover. It's a 3-week binder kind of thing. Love it. This is Mexican Family Favorites Cookbook by Maria Teresa Bermudez. So this one's all Mexican themed. Set up in a very similar style as the others. Chicken enchilada casserole. That sounds good. Arroz con pollo. Chimichangas de frijoles y queso. So, bean and cheese chimichanga. Mexican meatloaf. Chimichangas de manzana. Apple fritter. I didn't even have to read the translation. I could remember manzana was apple. I mean, I had 3 years of Spanish. Well, 2 years of traditional Spanish and 1 year of Puerto Rican, because our teacher was from Puerto Rico for Spanish too, and she's like, well, in Puerto Rico we say it this way. So we learned the Puerto Rican dialect that year, and we were all totally confused by the time we made it to Spanish 3. And that teacher was so frustrated because she was just like, y'all should have learned this. We didn't. This is Sharing Recipes. Does it say where it's from? A book of favorite recipes compiled by District Number 25 OES. What is OES? I don't know what OES is. Excuse me. But again, it's a community style cookbook. They're all donated by different people. Apricot carrots, that's interesting. New Marshfield chapter number 346. Harrisonville chapter number 255. Well, see, there's a Harrisonville just down the way. My parents are buried there. So what is OES? This is from 1987, apparently. So is this from Ohio? I mean, the O could stand for Ohio. Why would you not put your organization name on here? That's gonna drive me nuts. Weights and measures, equivalents, substitutions, herb guide, what to serve with meat, what to serve with chicken, what to serve with fish, what to serve with cheese or eggs, ways to use leftovers, sandwich fillings. So Hawaiian ham sandwich is ground ham, 1 cup ground ham, half a cup drained crushed pineapple, 1 tablespoon brown sugar, and an eighth teaspoon of cloves, and you mix it all together. And that's supposed to make 6 sandwiches. They're not putting very much in their sandwich. Oh, good Lord, that phone has been ringing all day. And it hasn't been anybody I know. Anyway, whatever OES is, that's where this one came from. And that's 3 rings, so I can't even get to the phone now. This one just says recipes. Christmas 1999. Meat and fish kedgeree, whatever that is. Rice, eggs, haddock or cod, onion, garlic, salt, pepper, cayenne pepper, cumin, butter, olive oil, and double cream. Double cream, is that the same as heavy cream? Oh, somebody wrote a recipe in here. So it's like each section, it gives you a couple recipes. So we got kedgeree, whatever. I still don't know what that is. Fish cakes, pheasant. Pheasant for those bored of pheasant. We have Easter bunny, and then we have a couple that are written in. It gives you like a handful of recipes and then a lot of blank space where you can write your own in. Aunt Marcia's meatloaf. And London fish frying. June Eichinger meatloaf. June's Reuben spread. The phone number for somebody. Zucchini casserole, and that's all you have is the title of it. Wonder if maybe they put it back here under vegetables. Whoever had this book has really nice handwriting. No, they didn't put the zucchini thing under vegetables. I don't know. And then there was a couple. What we got here? White bean, kale, and kielbasa soup. Ooh, that sounds good. Hash brown potato soup. Okay. What else we got? See these little treasures. I love it. Super creamy white bean dip. It says foolish garlic, and it's got a little witch. So this must have been in October. I'm going to guess this was an October issue of whatever it was. Lemon apricot tea bread. Ooh, that sounds good too. It's from something called Relish. I'm going to stick these back in here. And I will deal with them later. This one is called Something New Under the Sun. A selection of favorite recipes collected from the Junior League of Phoenix. September 1979 is when it was given to somebody for their birthday. Copyright 1972, third printing 1976. And again, it's a community type cookbook. I mean, it's the Junior League, right? Yeah. Glazed fresh apple cookies. That sounds good. Chocolate spice cake. Shrimp stuffed fillet of sole. That might not be bad. Well, a couple of these have check marks. I wonder if that means they're good. Chicken with lemon and lime. And nothing nasty in it. Chicken, lime juice, lemon juice, dry white wine, garlic, salt, tarragon, fresh ground pepper, butter, or margarine. Doesn't sound too bad at all. You expect butter and lemon with fish. I'm saying fish and it clearly says chicken. I have been working so much lately, it's ridiculous. Ooh, ham loaf. Ham, egg, fried mustard, breadcrumbs, sour cream. That's not Mom's ham loaf. Still can't find my cookbook that's got Mom's ham loaf recipe in it. Fiesta guacamole. Carne asada. Barbecue butter beans. I would love to get a hold of the bean recipe at this one barbecue place in Athens. It is so good. And I asked for it once and they just laughed at me. I'm like, but it's so good. This one's called From Our Kitchen Cupboard. Women of the South Church of God in Liberal, Kansas. It says from Aunt June, 1992. Broccoli and macaroni casserole. Almond chicken. Chocolate cake. Snicker cake. Cranberry tea, hot spiced tea, spiced or Russian tea. Instant tea, 2 cups Tang. 2 says 1 2-quart powdered lemonade. I wonder if they mean the little packet. Because those little packets make 2 quarts. Cinnamon, cloves, sugar. Ice cream. Baked fish with carrots and zucchini. Sugar-free pineapple cookies. Nice that they've got some sugar-free recipes in here. Yeah. I love these types of cookbooks. This is the United Methodist Church Meg's Ministry. What I find very interesting is Racine's not on here. We should be in with probably the southern cluster. Because the road I live on, this lists Portland. When you cross 33, it goes from being Tornado Road to Portland Road. Because you're going into Portland. Portland's just this little dinky place, just like Racine's a little dinky place. Middleport's little dinky place, a little bit bigger than Racine, but it's still small. Minersville's smaller. Pomeroy is the big city, and it's still considered a village. So, yeah. Well, see, Syracuse cluster, we might have fit in with that too, because Syracuse and Minersville. Syracuse is the next little village over if you're headed toward Pomeroy. So you would go Racine, Syracuse, Minersville, Pomeroy, Middleport, as you go on. But Racine's not in either batch. It's not in any of these, which I find odd. And this is 1980. But again, it's a little community recipe book. Double layer pumpkin pie. Ooh. Chocolate caramel pecan pie. Yes, please. We will definitely keep that little treasure in here. Somebody must have liked the creamed baked chicken. They highlighted the whole recipe. Cookies, cakes, desserts. And I'll tell you, it is not easy putting one of these little cookbooks together. I did one for the women's group here at Racine United Methodist, and getting people to submit recipes to start with was kind of a struggle. But then once they started coming in, I had so many of them. It was ridiculous. And then you're sorting them into categories. I have my little expandable file folder, so each little pocket had, meats and veggies and side dishes and what have you, desserts. And then within those categories, I divided them down even more. So it was like beef and pork and chicken and fish. Vegetables, I kind of tried to group all the corn ones together and all the broccoli ones together, that kind of a thing. Desserts, cakes, cookies, pies, brownies, what have you, candy. So yeah, it was a lot of work. And then I had to type them all in. And I would be like, oh, I only have 23. I think 25 would make a nice rounded amount. So then I would pick two from the website of the cookbook company we went with to fill in those holes. And I mean, I was asking everybody. I wrote to some celebrities, none of them ever wrote me back, trying to get them to, you know, say, we would really love it if you could send me a recipe that you enjoy. But none of them ever did. This is Pumpkin Recipes, 200th anniversary of the American Revolution, so 1976. Pickaway County Bicentennial Commission, Circleville Pumpkin Show. Circleville is known for their pumpkin show. It's huge. It's what they're known for. That and the Circleville Letters, which is a true crime thing, which I don't even understand all of it. Ooh, pumpkin date nut bread. That sounds good. Pumpkin cake, pumpkin pie, pumpkin pudding. Yeah, lots of fun. And it had this one stuck inside it for noodles. Somebody named Helen makes noodles apparently, and here's her recipe. I like the paper it's on. Isn't that pretty? I'm going to stick that in this one. So all these loose recipes are kind of together. This is a calendar of dinners with 615 recipes by Marion Harris Neal, including the story of Crisco. Oh, treasure, treasure, treasure. Look at all that. All this handwritten. Wonder what it makes. Rexall MI, I don't know if it's mile or what. 31 solution antiseptic for many uses. 2 ounces Eptol mixed with 1 pint of water and 1 tablespoon of glycerin. Good for something I can't read. Pecans, dollar. What? I don't know. Look at the old imaging. I love it. This is great. Probably good. Oh, treasure. What do we got? Finest quality French market coffee. Makes milk sherbet or water ice. Junket brand sherbet mix. I don't know what this is about, but okay, it's in here. It's the story of Crisco. Maybe that's their bookmark. Methods of cooking. Here we go. This very tiny print. I'm going to need like a magnifying glass to read this. Oh, good Lord. What is it today? Everybody has to call my house. It's a paper doll. And here's an ad for Samba. If you can waltz, you can learn the Samba quickly at Arthur Murray's, 101 Carnegie Way. Here's one about coffee makers. I don't know. It's in a section for eggs. Peanut fudge. May use pecans. So instead of peanuts, substitute pecans. Okay, sure. And then it gives you a calendar of dinners. Itch. Don't suffer another minute. No matter how many remedies you have tried for itching of eczema, psoriasis, infections, athlete's foot, or whatever your skin trouble may be, anything from head to foot, Wonder Salve and Wonder Medicated Soap can help you. Developed for the boys in the Army, now for you folks at home. Wonder Salve is white, greaseless, antiseptic, no ugly appearance, safe for children. Get Wonder Salve. Results or money refunded. A truly wonderful preparation. Try it today. For rectal troubles, get Pylox. White, greaseless, no stain, pain relieving. Large tube with applicator and key. Clip ad. Sold in New Orleans by Waterbury, Walgreen, Warner, Katz, and Besthoff, and American drugstores, or your hometown druggist. And then here's another ad. Relieve the miseries of dry constipation. Hard, dry, impacted waste matter in the lower bowel causes straining at the stool, bearing down, pains, and stiffness in the hips and back, with gas, headache, upset stomach, faulty digestion. This condition is quickly relieved by Dr. Hitchcock's laxative powder. This special all-vegetable powder causes a pouring out of the intestinal juices, thus softening the dry material and thoroughly unloading the impacted colon. The special preparation 10C and 25C sizes. If your dealer can't supply, order direct. Hitchcock Medicine Company, Whitehall Street, Atlanta, Georgia. The ads that are just randomly stuck in here are amazing. I'm having as much fun with those as I have the actual cookbook. A collection of favorite recipes. Pajka Eye Center in Lima, Ohio. So up north from here. Dreamsicle Punch. Hidden Valley Ranch Party Pinwheels. Easy for me to say. Zuppa Toscana from Olive Garden. And again, it's a community cookbook. Raspberry muffins. Yum, yum. Dump dessert. Crushed pineapple, cherry pie filling, condensed milk, Cool Whip, marshmallows, nuts. I've had something like that before. It's pretty good. This and that. Caramel corn. That's very similar to my friend Rhonda used to make caramel corn. We had her recipe. I had to contact her kids to track it down. Happiness cake. 1 cup good thoughts, 1 cup kind deeds, 1 cup consideration for others, 2 cups sacrifice, 2 cups well-beaten faults, 3 cups forgiveness. Mix thoroughly. Add tears of joy, sorrow, and sympathy. Flavor with love and kindly service. Fold in 4 cups of prayer and faith. Blend well. Fold into daily life. Bake well with warmth of human kindness and serve with a smile anytime. It will satisfy the hunger of starved souls. A little glossary of cooking terms, calorie counter, herbs and spices. Oh, this one's heavy. Ohio State Grange Cookbook. And there's a picture of the Ohio State Grange headquarters in Columbus. Okay, so they wrote 2001. And then it's got a name and it says 25th year, February 29, 1976. So this was given to them in 2001 and they joined the Grange in 76. First printing 1997. So that must be it. Fried mush? Oh, I haven't had that in years. Cornmeal mush. I don't even know if I can still get it. Peanut butter balls, pineapple delight, cottage cheese dessert. Wonder if that's what my friend Nikki used to tell me about. She would make something with cottage cheese. It's the only way she would eat cottage cheese. While I would sit there with my container, just scarfing it straight out of the container. Crunch chicken wings, microwave fried chicken, craft clay, apple butter, cranberry tea punch, blackberry cream pie, broccoli cauliflower soup, apricot salad. That's interesting. They put their soups and salads at the back. That's a hefty book. Oh. 25th Anniversary Cookbook, compiled by Meigs County Senior Citizen Center. 1998, Christmas. That's when it was given to somebody. And they got like one recipe per page. Nice big print. Probably because a lot of the seniors, when I was going there with my mom, had a lot of trouble seeing. I have trouble seeing. Oh, I know her. Lattice top chicken. Ooh. The lady that submitted that lives down the street, and her husband is a beekeeper, and we've used to buy honey from him all the time. No fault pasta dinner. Okay. Beagle. I wonder if that was my dad's friend's wife. She had passed by the time we met them. This is kind of cool because I recognize a few of the names in here. Oh, Miss Betty. I lost it. There it is. Cloud 9. One large package Dream Whip. Do they still make Dream Whip? One large package cream cheese, one package instant vanilla pudding, one can pineapple pie filling. I don't think I've ever seen pineapple pie filling in a can in the store. 2 cups milk, graham cracker crust. Green stuff. That's piss pudding. 1 box instant pistachio pudding, 1 can crushed pineapple, 1 9-ounce tub Cool Whip. That's piss pudding. They're adding a cup of miniature marshmallows. We never put the marshmallows in because I'm not a big marshmallow person. I think they're too sweet. It's also Watergate salad if you add the marshmallows and chopped, was it pistachios? Probably. Chopped nuts. Well, this is kind of fun because I recognize some of these names. This one is just a black notebook with pages that say more recipes. The Well Family Cookbook 2004, and it's all just blank pages that say more recipes. I don't know. And then there's 2 Gooseberry Patch cookbooks. Again, these are like national ones. I've submitted recipes, but they've never been accepted. Yeah, that's fine. If they accept your recipe, they send you a copy of the book, or they're supposed to anyway. But these are going to be tried and true from around the country. I don't know if they get any from like Canada maybe, but here's one from Dayton. I wonder if I know her son. Wouldn't that be a coincidence? Beaver Creek. Yeah, there's always some in here that sounds so good. And one of these days I'm going to try them. So this is In the Kitchen with Family and Friends, an anniversary collection of yummy recipes and fond memories for sharing with those you love. And this is Country Quick and Easy, fast family favorites and nothing to it meals that are simple, satisfying, and delicious. And random things are falling out of it. cheesy ham puffs, quick pizza casserole, honey pecan pork cutlets. That might be interesting. Cream of celery soup, icebox carrot salad, tomato and cucumber salad, Mexican potato soup, scalloped pineapple, corn casserole. That's pretty much the standard one you find all over the internet. I had one I printed off that I really, really liked, and I think I stuck it in the cookbook that I can't find. So frustrating. Okay, what is this? This is USA Weekend, November 12 to 14, 2010. Basil butter, honey walnut butter, chocolate tart, pumpkin seed dried cherry trail mix, Giada's orangello. So Giada De Laurentiis has a recipe stuck in there. Chocolate walnut shortbread tart, pumpkin ginger snap ice cream. That might not be bad. Turkey sliders, pumpkin pie milkshake, random advertising. Oh, the rest of it's all ads. So let me let that one go that I stuck the other ones in. And I'll stick it back in the cover of that one where it was. And then there was this little packet of random recipe cards. So here's brownie chip cookies. It was cut off a box of something. Probably Pillsbury walnut brownie mix, since that's the first ingredient. Linguine with white clam sauce. Somebody printed off. Chicago cutlery. We have holiday brew. Apple juice, pineapple juice, honey, lemon juice, cinnamon sticks. Russian tea dry mix. Basically the same as that one I was looking at in the one cookbook. Now it says 1 cup dry lemonade mix, so I guess they're using the one that's already mixed with the sugar. Shaker mulled cider. And wassail. And we have folded up treasure. What do we got? I started calling these things treasures because I watch Seven Plaza Margaret from the Netherlands. And when she does her videos where she goes thrifting, she gets excited when she finds things like this folded up inside books and things, and she calls them her treasures. So I've kind of picked that up. And it's true. These are like little treasures. They're unexpected little whatevers. Spicy pumpkin loaf, mincemeat walnut loaf, madeleines, chocolate shortbread cookie, chocolate covered pretzel. What is this from? Country Living, December 83. There's a lot of blank recipe cards. And I would venture to guess they're probably, if not vintage, close to it. They look older. Maybe it's just because they're yellowing. They're really kind of cute. Like this one's got an herb garden and little bundles of herbs. And this one is a little bit different. And these remind me a little bit of some we used to get out from the current catalog. And there's these with little arts and houses, little country design. So lots of blank recipe cards I can play with. Got a little folded up something here. What do we got? Filled cookies. And a recipe for filling. Here's a divider for beverages. And a random recipe card. Main dishes. Oh, a recipe card that's actually got something on it. Oyster cracker snack. Salad. Vegetable. Recipe for Greek spaghetti. What makes it Greek? Onion, green pepper, tomatoes, mushrooms, olives. So yeah, that's a pretty neat little haul. I found